My name is Stephen Renderos, and I'm the Executive Director of Media Justice, a Black and Brown-led organization fighting for racial justice in the digital age. We believe that the right to communicate belongs to all of us, and for people of color, that means shining a light on injustice in order to transform our society. Never has that been more true than today, as calls for defunding the police are imagining a new way to public safety. But this is only true when our communities are heard. I grew up in a neighborhood where my voice didn't matter. You know the kind of neighborhood I'm talking about, where the houses are falling apart, but the rent keeps going up, where you can barely afford food, but you can't afford a medical bill, where the only time I saw a politician is when they needed my vote. My neighborhood, like neighborhoods across the United States, were not set up for millions of Black and Brown people to succeed. As a kid, I had no idea how much the census shaped the place I grew up in. The stakes have not changed. Today, the census will help to decide how $800 billion in federal funding will be spent, affecting money for food stamps, affordable housing, school lunch, and much more. The census will also literally reshape democracy through new congressional districts that will be based on where people live. So, in order for our voices to matter, we must be counted. In 2020, efforts to fill out the census are being challenged by false and misleading information designed to discourage people from participating. We call this disinformation. There's nothing new about trying to suppress the participation of people of color. We've seen for decades the way racist voter laws get in the way of people exercising their right to vote. Yet in the digital age, it's a lot easier to widely spread disinformation through social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter. And similar to voter suppression, disinfo around the census has a purpose, and that's to stop people of color from being counted. But the good news is that you can stop it. Here's 3 practical steps you can take right now. First, be skeptical of information that discourages participation in the census. No, the census is not asking around your citizenship status. Second, don't share information you haven't verified. Check to see if other reputable news organizations are sharing the same information. And third, document incidents of disinfo and share it with groups like Media Justice. The census is one way to ensure that the communities we live in is set up for success. We will not let disinformation get in the way. Please make sure you fill out the census today because our families count.